The Chart Nerd TA video. Currently I'm looking at XPR USDT. This is on a daily time frame. I've got a massive thought experiment going on here. It might look a bit crazy, but I'm going to break it down for you, right? So we're currently sitting at a current price of 0.02311. I'm hoping that this low that we had on the 29th of November, and we've had a bounce off and we're coming back and creating a higher low. Let me just zoom in here. Let me show you what I think is going on currently with the price before I get into all this chart, like Elliott Wave and ABCs. So look, what you've got now is you've got a low here, and you're coming up and creating a higher low, and you've got a level of resistance. So you're coiling up for a breakout, and I do believe that a breakout will come relatively soon, and you're starting to flip the switch, and that's why I've got this upward play in place for XPR. So that's basically what's happening right now on the daily time frame. Coiling up, level of support and resistance, breakout, technical target. I do believe it's to that wave 3 that I've got of this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Elliott wave, where I expect you to run into resistance. But yeah, let me get into this. It looks a little bit complicated. So we can see that XPR ran into a level of resistance up here, and it's been retracing, right? It's been retracing to find support. And what you've potentially done right now is had an A, there's the A wave, a B, you know, that's a high. You've made a lower high, so that's depleting buying pressure, signaling that you're going to roll over, and you did, right? So you had the A and the B, and then you had your C. Now this could be a structural low here, because you're getting higher lows on the daily. If you come up and break this high and create a higher high for yourself, you're working your way up through the charts here. So this potentially is your low, and your ABC correction out of the way, and now you're starting your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Elliott wave theory up, 5 waves up, where you run into this level of resistance here. And I've got these orange triangles because potentially that could be your left shoulder, your head. You come up to that level of resistance in that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you hit your resistance. You come back and form your right shoulder with an A, B, C correction. And then you come up and tackle the wave 1, wave 2, wave 3. You break out, and this is where you're in a technical target up to higher prices here. And potentially within all of that, what you're doing is that you've come up and you're coming down. You come up and you're coming down, and you come up and you're holding this level of support right here and this level of resistance. Potentially, this is my thought process. And if I get a fib on from this as well, because this is how I've done this as well. I've done this with Fibonacci, right? So if I get a fib on, give me 1 second. Again, this is all a massive thought experiment, but I've just literally played it out, and potentially it could come into play. So let's get the fib on, right? So go from this low, all right, this low, to this local high, and you can see that the 1618 this is my technical target for XPR minimum this bull run, the 1618. And if you do come up and start breaking out of this pattern and this massive horizontal pattern that you're in, that would be your technical target, I do believe. Let me see, from there to about there. Look at that. It gives confidence that you're on your way to the 1618. This could just be a massive horizontal that you're coiling up in right now. Waves within waves, as I just explained, and you're looking for a breakout, and the breakout of this massive horizontal is the 1618. So that's just all a massive thought experiment. And yeah, you can see, look, as I said, look, come up in this massive inverse head and shoulders, come up to resistance, fall back to support on the 236, come back to the 050. That's the wave 1 to 618, sorry. Right, let me slow down. So you've formed your right shoulder here on the 236. You come up to the 0618. You get rejected. Come to the 050. That's your wave 1, 2, the 050 for support. Get your breakout to the 1272. Come back to the all-time. Yep. Come back to this swing high for support here, and then get your breakout to the 1618, which is my wave 5 and my projections for this bull run. So wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then that's where you start to roll over any of your bear market. So that is my minimum forecast for XPR. But you can see it does work quite explosive, and as you can see here, look at that whopping. And I do expect if you break this level of resistance, you're just gonna have a whopping impulse. It could even get to the 2, who knows? And that's a further price appreciation of around 274%. And yeah, if you want to get some crazy targets, last, as I said, that's all thought experiment, guys. No, not financial advice, but potential plays in it. You know, just gotta look at it. Thought experiment. If we go off we go to the weekly. If we go off this low here that we've been holding, because look at that, that is structural low, isn't it? If we go to the all-time high, you can see that what's happened is that we've come up, ran into the 050 here, right, and that was back in March. And we fell back to support of where we broke out. So we ran back up, fell back to support, held it, and we broke out. Now look, we broke out on the weekly and ran into the 0618. And what you've done is you came back to the 0382, ran into the 050, and you lost it. That's a key level of support. You know, you want a resistance, or you want to get above that, and it'll give confirmation, but we lost it. And that's why we've had this A, B, C. Found support on the 236, and this is where you're getting a bounce. You can see right now on the weekly, you're getting a bounce off the 236. We need to start seeing ourselves recover here, running up to breaking through levels of resistance and running through these charts and looking to work our way back up to the all-time high. And, you know, you could be in some just massive cup and handle pattern that you could potentially come back to a level of support here once you get to the all-time high and start working your way through these fibs again. What would the 1618 be from that low? From current price, that would be a 409% increase. So, you know, it's got a lot of room. It's a small cap. I think it's got a lot of growth. But that was just a little thought experiment, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. From Chart Nerd TA, take care until next time. Peace out.